Good morning, 26th of November 2025. The song today is Al Stewart. It's If it doesn't come naturally, leave it. So when you're reading Astral DJ, Al could be Alan, Albert, Alison, Alicia, whatever. It doesn't have to stand for Al Stewart. It's just Spirit giving us names. Stewart can be a first name or last name, but is is spelt with a W, and they are specific, so it's not a Stewart that's spelt with a U. And for me that would mean Scotland. So here we go. 9th house, Jupiter and Pisces again. So 9th house is Sagittarius, so learning, understanding. Do you ken? Do you know? Do you understand? So chart today is Pisces in IC, and Elaine explained what that was in the comments yesterday. I forgot what she said, but go and have a look. The true node is in Pisces, and Neptune is in Pisces, and Saturn is in Pisces. So there's a lot going on there. 9th house is Neptune in Pisces. Well done, Spirit. And Jupiter's in Cancer. So let's see. The 26th is the Strength card. Sometimes in other decks it's the Justice card. So strength and justice. We need courage, and we need to be fair and just. Power struggles. So let's see which way it comes out. Excuse me, that was my belly. So there's Cancer, which we talked about, didn't we? Jupiter in Cancer in the cut. So 9th house is about your faith, or should I say, learning what you believe in. It's all about learning, study, universities, hips and thighs, stuff like that. The owl. If you see an owl, that's your animal totem for today. And it doesn't have to be a physical owl. It can be on pottery. It can be on a picture somewhere. You just suddenly see an owl. So I'm waffling, and that means that I've missed the card. Let's see. No, they don't look like anything. I don't want to miss it, so it is a Leo card. Well, we've got a lot of energy of Leo. There's none in the chart, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure there's still none in the chart. Oh, there it is. I'm pretty sure there's still none in the chart. I shall check. No Leo in there. So you've been too busy doing other things or caught napping because the world around you is falling apart. And it's time to get up and start fighting for what you believe in. 4 weeks. We need to rid ourselves of toxic energy, Don't agree to anything under duress. Don't sign anything. We need to rise from the muck of the swamp. Shake off those toxic people and situations. The shackles that hold you down. This is the Capricorn card. It's the only way I like it. It's positive. It's 15. It is no longer selling your soul to the devil. Not trying to keep up with the Joneses. Just being you. Coming back from the gates of hell. Messages will be flowing in. Finances will be improving in small ways. There could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn child, or someone in uniform of a darker complexion, but there would be an immature energy or something in its early stages. Because finances have taken a hit. So we have a family here, we have a mother and a child. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this one's Taurus. A woman in uniform of a darker complexion. She can't be relied on for finances anymore. She's unreliable, unpredictable, so this would be a hit to your finances. There's born in the year of the rabbit here, and we have the hawk, so that's Aries or Scorpio. But mainly this is a woman who is unreliable and unpredictable of any sign or something to do with finances and career, perhaps, or your stability. So there it is. You've got to be strong. You've got to have a firm outlook. Stiff back, shoulders back, and a strong heart. Stop holding on to something. Stop resisting. The more you resist, the worse it will get. So let go and let Spirit take care of it for now. 4 years. Look, the fire is there. He's going to set himself on fire if he's not careful, because he's being so stubborn. He's refusing to move, and he's going to set himself on fire. So you've got to let go of greed, of control, of stubbornness, whatever it is, and turn your back on everything you've ever known or believed to be true to follow your true life purpose. This is what started my page. This is my grandfather's card. It's 9027. We've got the 9th house there, but the number 9 is obviously important. We've got 2 snakes. I was born in the year of the snake. So this is someone in spirit or the flesh that is going to walk beside you. You don't have to do this alone. And they will hold their lantern up to light your way. So grandparents, Walter, Millie, and the 2 snakes for me are Destiny, which this card presents, and Esme, and financial success, a Leo that is financially successful. So interesting. 15, Ashton. Stop concentrating on the material. That's not important. Your spiritual path is more important. You have all the money in the world, but you won't be happy unless you're rooted in your own beliefs. So there's trauma here caused for children, or you in your childhood, child abuse even, or past traumas of any description, bad memories of the past, someone possibly returning from the past. And it could be anything from 6 months to 6 days. Yeah, somebody's been mortally wounded in the battle. Whatever this battle is, you could be your battle of finances, your battle in love, whatever it is. But you've got to stand up for yourself. You can't just lay down and play dead. Yeah, because this is what I'm worried about. The violent man, the knife man, Libra energy, there is no justice, injustice. Lawyers, doctors, priests, may not be on our side. We have to stand in our own belief. Burning of books, professional people giving bad advice. Taurus, faith in yourself, not in indoctrination or religious groups, but in what you believe in. Speaking your truth. Name Simon, Peter, Mark, Diane. This is schools, this is teachers, this is a baptism, a rebirth. Simon Peter Keys, The Rock. Two keys that bind you, one to the spiritual, one to the material. You need to find the key that binds you to the spiritual. There it is. And let go. Stop trying to hold something in place that is not working. So they've given us the full story now. There is an injustice here. It's time to walk away. Yeah, because there's Persephone at the gates of hell, put there by another, because the devil took her, kidnapped her, and took her to hell to be married against her will. You have allowed negativity into your life, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. These two people, the high priest and the high priestess, were meant to be divine couple, but she is trapped with the devil. So daughters, hostages, 2 and 29, also connected to the number 11, which is the other card that is represented by the strength in other decks. 11th of October, where I come from, because that's when the carnival comes to town. The tarot readers, the psychics, the mediums. But above all, it's about you not letting the negativity into your life, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. You are strong enough. And there is the leaders, the kings, the presidents, the bosses, the father figures, a beneficial leader, someone who protects and serves. If they don't, they're not right, and they have faith. So 4 and 31, Aries energy. So let's have a look. Taurus, Aries, Persephone can be Pisces, or so we've done Pisces. We've got Taurus and Uranus, so rebellion and in faith. And that's the only one we've got. So head and face injuries are healed. Secrets are being kept there. And there it is again. It's all about finances. Somebody is only cares about the material world. They have no spiritual belief whatsoever, and that leaves them adrift in no man's land. It is time to declare who you are, what you believe in, and come home to who you truly are, rather than wasting your time, energy, and breath. People that do not care. All they're bothered about is materialism. You can't take money with you. It means nothing. 9 days. A declaration. So it may be that we have to wait to the moon going into Leo, because we've had a lot of Leo in here. Yeah, there'll be no reunion, no celebrations. There's a lot of gossip. You're not invited. Your name's not down because you're not rich enough, whatever. Or you're unable to attend because of finances, maybe. May the 1st could be important. Miracles can happen though. There it is, 1 and 28. Your mum's card. You have all the tools you need. You have all the love. You have all the power. You have all the mental ability. And you will have enough finances to get through this, whatever it is. The masks are coming off. You're going to be very clear in your mind, and it is to do with siblings, children, school days. There you go again. And it's you making your own magic by being positive. Stay positive. It's only a positive mind. There we have it again. Pisces. Emotions. Love but no commitment. Be in charge of your emotions. There's another Leo card. Obstacles are being removed. Something is being exposed. Something is coming to light. Travel, holidays, but children. Someone here is in burnout, being burning the candle at both ends, all about the money, all about putting the effort in, working solidly. That's all they have in their lives is money. It's sad. Yeah. There is shame and blame. There is fear, and there's nothing to fear but fear itself. You must stand up for yourself. This is usually the 8 swords around the lady. She's still frightened that the people who put those swords there will come and get her. This is the walk of shame. This is one night stands. This is the things in your mind that play games with you. The swords that people have put there. Don't do this, don't do that, you was wrong for this, whatever it is, those negative words that people have said to you are now swimming around in your head. Stop overthinking it. 8 weeks. There she is again, 3 times. This Leo, financially successful. If it isn't a Leo, it's someone that is financially orientated. That's all they care about is money. Because money brings them power, they believe. Yeah, and don't act in haste, Sagittarius, which is the 9th house. Don't act in haste because you repent at leisure. Slow and steady. This is unfinished business. This isn't over yet, and it needs to be settled. Something is coming to an end. Something has got as good as it's going to get. There is no 11 of Cups. So once you reach a certain stage in your emotional life and it can't get any better, you have so much work to do to keep it there. It will often trail down. And here we've got the 3 of Cups. So it's really gone down. And there's the possibility of a third party, something coming between you and what you love. So, watch that it isn't money. 9th house, Sagittarius, hips and thighs. Learning. So schools, like we said, universities, publishing houses, newspapers and foreign shores. So the mainstream media. The colours green and white, the heart and the crown chakra, an aha moment. Higher learning, philosophy, distant horizons, your ethics, your visions, your beliefs, your religion, your in-laws and foreign affairs. This is about you finding your meaning to your life. What are you doing here? What is your life purpose? In this house, there is an opening up to some other. The vision cannot be shared, nor the process of life fully engaged unless you do. The 9th house is the sphere of organised religions and dogmas. So there we are. Indoctrination and spirituality. Planets placed here illustrate the response to the call of spirit. Spirit are calling you to have faith. If Neptune is in residence, well, it isn't, but Pisces is in Neptune, so the call is towards ritual and mysticism, or the illusion that will pass for it. Saturn, on the other hand, which that card is Saturn. Favours religious certainty and dogma. You have to be sure of your own beliefs. But watch out for fanaticism and fervour. Uranus brings new belief systems or none at all. So there you go. We have to decide what we believe in. The truth will out. It always does. Jupiter in Pisces. Expansion through your imagination. So meditation. Artistic, but lacks discipline and direction, and religiously inclined. Pisces in Jupiter may escape into wild fancies. So, wild fancies, fanaticism. Watch out for those violent men with swords. Where's he gone? That are mentally challenged. Libra card, where's he gone? There he is. Mental illness. So, someone should be ashamed of themselves. They have put people at the gates of hell. And it's not right. There we have it. 16. Ceridon. Don't expect others to do things for you. You have to do it yourself. If you want something doing right, you do it yourself. This is transformation through knowledge and magic. The stars will align when you put all the right ingredients in the pot. If you have one thing in your life that is toxic, it will poison the pot. So be very careful who you choose and what you choose to have in your life. 16. So we have 15 and 16 together. And Sagittarius is the 14th card. So 14, 15, 16 perhaps of December. Ceridon is known as a shape-shifting underworld goddess. She is said to stir the pot. So somebody is stirring the pot with gossip. Trying to cause trouble in an empty house, as my mum would say. Making a herbal magic brews. So it might be somebody that insists on having herbal teas. Legend tells of Gwion, a boy left in charge to stir the cauldron's pot, which left to do all the work while she's swanning around, who accidentally splashed it. He sucked the 3 drops off his thumb, and from that potion he was bestowed knowledge, magic, and the goddess's shape-shifting skills. He became a magician. Angry, she chased Gwion, the boy shape-shifted into many manner of animals to escape until eventually Gwion was eaten by Ceridon. But his life force emerged with hers and became pregnant with his essence. Ceridon could not bear to keep him because he was such a beautiful child. So she bundled him off and set him upon the water. So you may have been adopted or shunned by your family, siblings, whatever. He was later found and adopted. It is said that he grew up as to be the famous Taliesin, greatest wizard that ever was. On drawing the Ceridon card, a transformation is coming, if you're not already beginning one. First, it is necessary to gather all the correct ingredients and place them into your cauldron. Being careful to ensure everything is placed at the correct time when the stars align. That's why you've got to know your chart, which may mean certain astrological points in time. Transformation can be welcome, but sometimes not. But one thing remains certain: you will never be the same afterwards, and this is usually a good thing, no matter how you might perceive it. So it's a blessing in disguise. Just as a story on shapeshifting goes, so too is it important to shapeshift, to be adaptable, to not be stubborn. They told us that twice. To not hold on to people and situations that no longer serve you. What in your life can you apply this to? Where do you need to adapt or adopt a different way of being, to turn your back on everything you've ever known or believed to be true? Look at each situation and decide what qualities you need most to navigate your way through. If it doesn't come naturally, leave it. That's the song. It's about thinking and doing differently in order to obtain a different outcome than normal. What magic will you put into that cauldron? Ceridon is also known as the moon goddess, and the moon is in Aquarius. Your 11th house is Aquarius. It's your true north node. So don't dim your light for anyone. Another significant sign of cycles and change. Everything is in a state of flux. The only constant in your life is change. A time to roll with the flow, look at yourself and your life and see what needs to change, needs to move, needs to grow. Let it in. Don't resist. This is the gift of change. What are you ready to create? Beautiful. Well done, Spirit. And it's the green again, the heart chakra. The heart wants what the heart wants, but if it doesn't come naturally, leave it. The Mintakan. The heart wants what the heart wants, never more appropriate. The Mintakan longed for a place to belong. They don't belong on this planet, but they came anyway because theirs was destroyed. So, the Mintakan, 116, there's that number again. So, someone doesn't feel like they belong. They have no purpose because they have no faith in themselves or anything else. So, a longing for home, the homecoming. Belonging, the original light workers. The Mintakans are a soul group who originated on this planet constellation of Orion. The mermaids. I played a mermaid once when I was very tiny in a school play. They were the first star beings to travel this earth and believed to be the original light workers. The Mintakans' home planet is thought to have been a water world, with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. So clarity, just like the magician brings us, a clear mind. Stop overthinking it. For this reason, Mintakans feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They're here to teach us to see the potential in everything, the light in all beings. Many Mintakans have an odd longing for home and struggle with feelings like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pull this card, it could mean that you are a Mintakan, or a longing for a sense of belonging and root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe. Perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you've been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on earth to call your own. If so, you're being called to connect with Mother Earth and create it for yourself. To choose where you feel most at home. So Mum's telling you, if you've got Mum in spirit, create it for yourself, rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. Look at the card. Put your hand on your heart. I allow myself to truly be here and at home on this planet. I release any grief around not belonging or feeling held and call in the perfect home. Absolutely beautiful. Final card then. So Mum and Dad mentioned in this, which is good. The vulture and the asphodel. Yes, there will be an upheaval, but there needs to be. You need to see things clearly. And it is the number, oh there we are, 14. What did I say? 14 in the tarot is Sagittarius. Absolutely well done. Full circle, Spirit, thank you. 14, 15 and 16 could be very important. And the 17th, Aquarius, is the tarot card. So 14, 15 and 16. 14. The vultures are circling. So the vulture and the asphodel indicate unforeseen upheavals leading to grief, mourning or regret. Those are your regrets, you're overthinking it. The vulture is often associated with death, but it plays an important role in your ecosystem. Its consumption of carrion, the decaying flesh of animals, prevents the spread of disease. So you need to eat more meat. I think I'm lacking in iron at the minute because I haven't been eating a lot of meat. Relatedly, in Greek myth, asphodel was said to grow in the underworld, and to the Victorians it sent a tragic message. My regrets will follow you to the grave, so don't live in regret. Often what follows upheaval looks like ruin, and it's tempting to clear the rubble and start again. The vulture and asphodel remind you that there is value in what has been lost. Take time to grieve before you rebuild, lest you harbour regrets. So take your time. Don't act in haste. Trauma has occurred, and you need time to grieve. Cleanse your wounds carefully before attempting to move on. How do I redefine myself after this upheaval? How do I experience my grief? There we go. So, when something ends, a job, whatever it is, take time to reevaluate, reassess, and then move forwards. Slow and steady. You will not have to do this journey alone, because someone in spirit or the flesh will walk beside you every step of the way. Thanks for listening. Love and light. Speak soon. Bye-bye.